Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about why I don't recommend choosing a driving test centre just because it's got the highest pass rate. Some people do this, they look at test centre pass rates and they say, well, that one's got a pass rate of 59% and this other one is only 41%, so I want to go to the one with the highest chance of passing. That is nonsense for many reasons, so let's have a look at some of them. First of all, the pass rates depend on how many examiners are working there. Some test centres might have 3 examiners working there, whereas others can have 10 or 12. So how can you compare pass rates of one centre that's got 3 examiners there compared to one that has 12 examiners there, because they're doing 4 times as many tests? So how can you even compare those figures? Many times it comes down to the fact that people go for driving tests before they're ready. So it might just be in some centres, they're in poorer areas where people simply can't afford driving lessons. And the way it is at the moment is anyone can just go for a driving test in a car, as long as it's got L plates and the relevant insurance, etc. You don't have to have driving lessons at all by law, and you don't have to even go with a driving instructor. So it might be that at some test centres, lots of people are just going before they're ready. Maybe they're going for lessons, but the instructors aren't very good, or maybe they can't afford the lessons, like I said. Some people have come to me and have said, look, money's no object, I don't care about passing, I want to be a safe driver. I normally have the opposite problem with my pupils. I can't get them to take tests because a lot of them say, look, I'm not bothered about the test. I don't just want to pass, I want to be safe. Brilliant, that's a great attitude to have. And I attract those pupils because of my videos, my ethos, my website. But different areas have different levels of wealth, so poverty. So it may just be that one test centre is in a poorer area. Doesn't mean that you're more likely to fail if you go there. Think about it like this. Imagine a test centre A. Let's imagine there are 2 centres, centre A and centre B. Centre A has 400 people pass. Centre B has 60 people pass, let's say in the last 2 months. And you say, oh, well, I want to go to centre A because that had 400 people pass. Yeah, but that's because there were 1,000 tests done there, so the pass rate is 40%. The other one only did 100 tests, but 60 passed. So it's got a pass rate of 60%. So it's got a higher pass rate by 20. But you don't want to go there because more people passed at the other one. You see how these figures can be manipulated, and you can make them look however you want them to. So there are many factors that influence a pass rate at a test centre. Now remember as well, that's only how many people are passing the test there eventually, not overall. So for example, what I mean by this is just because a test centre has a pass rate of 50%, it doesn't mean that 50% of people are passing. It means 50% of tests are passed. So 50 people could take the test and all fail. The same 50 people go back the next month, if they're lucky enough to get one that soon. They all take the test again and they all pass. So the pass rate is 50%, but all of them have passed. Don't be fooled by pass rates. Same for driving instructor pass rates. And there's this big problem at the moment where they want to publish tests, they want to publish instructors' pass rates, and they want to punish instructors if their pass rates fall too low. And it's all about get people through the test. You have to understand the most important thing is that failure is feedback. If you fail a test, we live in a world now where people are scared of failure. Oh, I failed, biggest fail ever, fail. People see it as a negative thing. It wasn't like that when I grew up. Failure is the breakfast of champions. That's what I was taught. When you fail at something, you learn from it and you become stronger. You know, it's often said if you break your fingers, they grow back stronger. Many years ago, because I trained in martial arts, there was a thing where real masters of karate would deliberately break their fingers so they came back stronger, and then they'd break them again so they'd grow back stronger, and their punches became stronger. by breaking the fingers. I'm not that committed, but but yeah, the point is that failure should not be viewed as a bad thing. And this is why I think it's a massive mistake if we go ahead with this thing where they want to publish everyone's pass rate, pass things. How many people are passing? How many people has this instructor got through a test? Well, if I do one test a year, well, it won't count one because it's got to be a minimum 5 pupils before they'll do this. But let's say I took 5 pupils in a year and 5 pupils passed. I've got 100% pass rate. I must be brilliant. But what if an instructor's taking 100 pupils and they only have 10 pass? It doesn't mean they're not as good. There are a massive number of reasons why pass rates can be low or artificially high. So please do not make the classic mistake of saying, I want to go to that test centre because that one's got a higher pass rate. Always remember as well, that's the pass rate for other people, not you. So it's irrelevant to you because you are not other people. So why would you look at someone else's pass rate? What, let's say your friend has failed the test 4 times. So how many lessons did they take? What instructor did they have? What car did they drive? How much private practice did they get? There are so many factors that go into it. To give a blunt figure of this test centre has a pass rate of 30% means nothing. Please do not waste your time looking for the test centre with the highest pass rate or even the instructor with the highest pass rate. These facts and figures are just blunt instruments. They're not very good. They're not very accurate. They don't tell you much at all. If you really want to learn and pass your test easily, find a good instructor, not someone who's got loads of views on YouTube, not just someone who's got loads of good reviews. Find someone who actually knows what they're doing. Views can be manipulated. The number of likes, the number of subscribers does not mean you're a better driving instructor. What a weird world we live in where people think if someone's got more likes, they must be a better instructor. No, it doesn't work like that. Find a good instructor. The best ones are quite difficult to find and are quite difficult to book with because they often don't do many lessons. But that is for another video. Check out these other videos of mine on the screen now and visit my website firstdrive.com. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you again soon for more videos.